Let me go to the live screen. Live screen. Here we are. We are in one of my 4 rooms of my house. Funny that I say that because of the title of my stream, which is Tiny House on Wheels Build. You guys are probably thinking, what the heck is she talking about? What are we doing? She's in a room that's clearly tiny, but not a tiny house on wheels. Well, guys, believe it or not, I've had a fascination for tiny living since this became a trend, and I actually found out about tiny living before it was even a trend, before anyone even really cared about it. And that's when I became really fascinated with the idea of tiny living and being able to compact everything into a tiny place and having a space that's your own, still unique, but also being able to travel the world would be awesome. That's my goal, and I don't know if JP realizes how serious I am about this, but ever since the day I met him, I've always talked about tiny house living and how that's a dream of mine to get to that point. Hi, welcome to my stream. So we're going to be talking about tiny house living. I am going to be taking you guys along with me as we build my tiny house on paper, get everything sketched out, because before you build anything, you need a blueprint. You need a blueprint of what you're going to do and how much everything's going to cost you and everything like that. Now, this build is not going to be, in the next year build. It's gonna probably be within the next 2 to 3 years before I actually get to live my tiny house dream. Right now I live in a 1,500 square foot house. I'm very lucky, very blessed to have, this large space, including the background, which is, I don't know how many more feet, but it's huge. So I'm very lucky. I have all this space, but I want to go tiny so I can have that travel, the travel in me, because I want to travel the world. I want to be able to work from home eventually. I mean, I'm doing YouTube and Twitch, and I have my current jobs now that I work, but I want to be able to work from home and travel the world and film that for you guys. So that's the goal. Whether or not Josh knows that's the goal, my significant other, by the way, for if you're new here, that's the goal. So let's get into this tiny house. I already started making measurements of what I want for tiny house living. So that's like the first step. If anyone's serious about this, like I've been for many years, I started watching videos, and I've been watching videos this whole week about tiny house living, and it's really gotten me motivated to do this. But hey guys, welcome. So but I started I knew about tiny house living years ago, before it even became popular, and I was so fascinated with the idea of a house on wheels and being able to really travel and have so much freedom while living in a bus. Shoot. I hope you guys did not just hear that. Did you hear that, Josh? Did you hear that? Probably not. Shit, guys, that was like probably 6 rounds of gunshots. That way. Behind the house. Ooh! 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 Another day in the life of me. Okay, so I already made measurements. So what I did was I went around my house and I measured the square feet of how much the necessities are. So like bedroom, bathroom and kitchen. Those are the necessities. Living room will fit in where it fits in, okay, guys? So measure that. And so here's what I measured out. Here's my little sketch pad. Oh my gosh, the lighting. Okay, so here's my little sketch pad. So my bathroom currently is 6 feet long and 4.5 feet wide. So ideally we'd need to downsize that, because depending on what kind of tiny home we're going for, which I'll go to the screen so you can see, guys, depending on what kind of tiny bus on wheels we're going for, depends on how much space we have to play with. And I don't want to get a super large bus. They have buses anywhere from 23 feet long all the way to 42 feet long, and the bigger the bus, the harder it is to maneuver on the road, the harder it is to park. And then there's some places with larger buses that you can't even like park in RV stations or camping stations because they're way too big. Hi, Kristen. So you have to be careful about size of your bus, because it can be too large and you won't be able to park in an RV station, or even like some buses, if they're too tall, you can't get gas at certain places depending on how high the roof is. So you definitely want to be cautious of that. So I measured out my bathroom and I measured my bed size, because ideally if I'm going tiny, I want just my bed there and maybe a little bit of walk space, but nothing crazy. And my bed is a queen bed, so 4 feet wide by like 6-ish feet long. And then kitchen, counter, and sink, that measured out to be 2, 4, 6 feet and some inches. 2 per countertop, 2 feet per countertop. Hey, Kristen, we're doing tiny house living. So it's always been my dream to go tiny ever since this became a thing. Even before it became popular, I always said I want to eventually build a tiny house on wheels so I can travel the world. So that is what we are doing today. We are doing research, getting the blueprint going, everything figured out, see how much this will cost me to go tiny. And then in the next few years, guys, I'm going tiny. I already have this in my mind. I've already told Josh about this. We're going tiny and we're traveling the world. You know, you live once in life, and I'm not going to be stuck at a 9-to-5 job working just to go home and sleep. Like, see you later, honey. I'm trying to build an adventurous, fun life for myself, and you guys can do that too. Like, don't just stay somewhere because you need the money. Like, going tiny, from what I've heard, I haven't done all my research, I've just watched so many YouTube videos on it for many years. Going tiny can actually be more efficient on bills and all that stuff, but we're gonna find out today if that's accurate or if that's just all a myth, or if they're just telling you that because they want you to go tiny and then you get stuck paying more bills than you typically would. But I wrote down a list of things that I want when I get a tiny bus. One of them being a washer and dryer combination set. They make washer and dryers that come together, so you don't have to have stackables and you don't have to do 2 of those, because washer and dryer itself is pretty long and pretty big and will take up quite a bit of space. I want a large sink because I'm not doing a dishwasher, so I'm going to be hand washing my dishes. Yes, I hand wash occasionally. Well, I have a dishwasher now, so I don't have to worry about hand washing. But I do want to hand wash when I can. Can you repeat what you were saying? I had an ad. Oh my god, yes. I need to figure out how to fix the ads, guys. Hold on, let me figure out if I can fix that real quick while we're here. Because I was told my ads were going crazy earlier, so let me see, channel. But yes, so I'm going tiny. Going tiny, that's the goal. How do I do ads? Insight ads. I don't know when my ads are supposed to be running. If I can even fix them. I'm so new to like Twitch, I don't know what to do. Okay. But okay. Affiliate. I am affiliate. Hi. Ads. Ad-free viewing. Allow subscribers to watch. Yeah. Yes, but how do I fix my ads? I see that. Oh. Okay, hold on. I don't know how to fix this though. Okay, we're gonna fix the ads real quick. I know you guys can see what I'm doing. Let's do every, like, I don't know how often people run ads on here. We'll do every 50 minutes. Okay, cool. That should help with the amount of ads that people were getting earlier. I didn't realize. No, Kristen, I am not moving. I have not moved yet. I'm just saying in the future. So, Josh and I were trying to move to California in the near future. It's not going to be, I mean, I don't think it'll be anytime soon, but we're trying to move to Cali eventually. And I told him once we move to Cali, I want to go tiny. I want to live in a tiny bus. I want to experience life. I want to travel the world. I want to live that lifestyle. So I'm preparing myself and preparing him for how much it's going to cost and the blueprint of that. That's what we're doing today. So I'm going to pull up my Twitch right here so I can see the comments as I'm scrolling. Since I'm not on my Streamlabs right now, this will allow me to see what everyone's saying while I'm Googling information for everyone. Shoot. Okay, turn the volume off. Hi. Okay, so look, first thing, we need to find a bus. So this is just, I would do, well, let's just type buses for sale. Now, I live in Kansas City, so I'm going to obviously be looking Kansas City. And that could be school buses, that could be a transit bus, that could be anything. Okay, what are we doing here? Use large. Used buses for sale in Kansas City. I would ideally want a bus under 10,000, but I don't know how much. Thing is, I don't know how much buses are going for, so I'm not going to. Please click each image containing a bus. Okay. That looks like a train. That's a train. Hold on. They're trying to trick me. Okay. So let's see what they have. Okay, ideally I would want a picture just so I can know what I'm looking for. And the mileage, good question. You would, I don't know what I would think I would want at least like 145 miles. If I could get one around 80,000 miles, I don't know. View all. Guys, wow, look at this. Can you imagine, like, I guess some of you guys don't even know what, here. We'll go, click that. Some of you guys might not even know what a tiny house on wheels looks like. So let's do tiny house bus conversions. For some of you guys who don't know what that looks like, let me show you. This is what we're looking at. Okay, so mine's gonna be a little less cluttered looking. So here's an example of a tiny house on wheels. Ideally, I would want mine to be less cluttered looking, less fabrics. I mean, I like the hardwood. Sure, looks cute. Here's another option. Oh, fancy. Okay. So this is ideally what a tiny house on wheels looks like. Depending on what kind of bus you get, depends on how much room you're gonna have. The 23 feet long bus, that gives you about 15 feet to play with because the other amount is for the driver's side and where the driver is. So that would be almost like 23 feet in a sense. That would be kind of what we're working with. Which ideally I would want to be a little bit on the smaller side for buses, just due to the driving factor and being able to easily get places quicker. The larger the bus you have, the longer it's going to take you to get to your destination. And if I'm like going on a trip, I want to be able to drive the speed limit on the highway. And these larger buses, although they look great, they're harder to use. Oh my gosh. Our neighborhood watch page just said lots of gunshots. 18 plus. Yep, I heard those. Heard those too, neighbor. Damn. Loud. Thankfully, we live in a good area compared to the surrounding blocks. I will say that. Okay. This website is not very helpful, let's be honest. I couldn't even search. Let's do shopping. Okay. That's not what I'm looking for. What the heck? Okay, let's go back to all and see what we can find. Oh, Craigslist. Don't you love Craigslist? So here, 34,000. Why is this bus so special? This would be a cool bus, though. Let me look at, like, let's view the inside. They say you can gauge the width and the length of the bus depending on how many windows it has, if it's like a school bus. But sometimes they'll tell you, like, the length and width. Maybe. This guy does not. It has 176,000. I don't even know what a good mileage for a bus house would be. Did you see my comment? Yes. Oh my gosh, I just did. That's funny. Yes. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay. I don't like the price of that. No, that's expensive. Who would pay that fucking much for a bus? Okay. Maybe I'm just unaware of prices nowadays. We could also do like an RV. So RVs, which I've thought about doing an RV as well. RVs, you do get a lot more space. They're just more expensive if you go with like the RV look. I definitely have to renovate it though. I do not like the typical RV looks. The insides are not cute. But if I did do an RV, I could live at like the campsites, RV campsites, because some RV campsites don't allow school buses. Crazy, right? Hello, person. Okay, that looks like a decent amount of space. Oh, they have my dishwasher and dryer that I wanted. Aw. Okay. I'm really most concerned about the bathroom, though. How am I going to fit a bathroom? And if I did a 23-foot bus, is it even, like, how do you fit the bathroom in there? I think what I would do personally, so my bathroom's 6 feet long. I really don't need a bathroom that long. I would measure it down to probably 4 feet. So have the tub right here, you know, at the back end of the bath. And then I would have my sink and then my toilet like facing each other. So then you would, I mean, you have a little bit of walk space in between, but like, who really needs that much space in a bathroom anyways? Like, I don't even use that much space now, honestly. I just want a nice tub. Shuttle bus for 12,000. See, now that's more my price range. Like, give me some deals, but usually, like, you could work with that. They have nice large windows. Shuttle buses have really large windows. I think if I did do a shuttle bus, I would probably knock this seat out right here. Like, get rid of the passenger seat so there's room for people to walk in and out. Because really, you only need the driver's seat. And then it looks like, I don't know what door this goes to. Oh, it goes, oh, it's one of those ramps for disabilities. What the heck does that say? For mileage. Can't even read that. We're zooming. That does not look like good mileage. Like new. RWD. What does that mean when it says drive? RWD. Get a short bus. Yeah, I actually really want a short bus. This one would be nice because I wouldn't have to like disassemble any of the chairs. There's only one chair in there that I'd have to disassemble. Where if I got an actual school bus, well, 2 chairs because I want to disassemble that one, then I'd have to disassemble probably all the chairs. And I don't know exactly how I would do that. But, yes, I kind of want to get a short bus. I think that would be ideal for my tiny living, guys, for tiny living. So, let's just say I do get like a 23 to 25 foot, I came down. 23 to 25 foot long bus. That's the measurements we're going to use for today. And let's do some Googling. So if I do get... Everyone's talking about the gunshots in the neighborhood alert page. Yes, we know. We heard. Talking about it isn't going to help the situation, guys. Unless you saw what happened, contact the police. Neighborhood watch page is so stupid. People just love the drama. Okay, so if we go to, let's do like IKEA. I love IKEA. IKEA.com. So if we go to IKEA, let's see I'm going to write down on my piece of paper how much everything is going to cost me. So, okay, it uses cookies. Not only this time. Okay, it used my location, whatever. So let's do, first I'm going to search up tub shower combination. I think IKEA sells that, right? Nope. They have a whole section for, maybe we need to go to like, maybe we need to check out, yes, rear wheel drive. Thanks, Chica, for letting me know. Okay, let's, what is this? Hold on. We're trying to figure this out. So as you can see, I'm going tiny. I'm planning out my tiny bus, Mama Share Bear. Let's go to, do you think Home Depot would be cheaper? Or Lowe's? Lowe's.com. Let's try Lowe's. Yes, of course. I do realize that. I would need a plumber. Luckily, I know a plumber. But yes, I would need to hire someone to kind of do a lot of things for us. But we are just getting tub shower combo. They have it. We are just getting prices right now, guys. Prices of what I would want. So ideally, I think we've decided we want my bathroom. Okay, I've already consulted Josh and he's on board. So, I'm excited. Okay, so let's say that our bathroom for the let me do tiny house bathroom. We'll make it, we could do 4 feet or 5 feet. Right now I have a 6 foot long bathroom. Let's see tubs here. Let me find, I want a decent, is there a tub? There's a tub for cheap. Oh, and it's this one. I don't need anything fancy. And it has little holders. Now, I could still take a bath in there. That looks decent. Okay. That looks decent. You would need to go to a place in the water source. No, I could easily figure this out. But we're trying to figure out. What are you saying now? Hold on. I would need a shower and what? Yes. Mama Share Bear, I know exactly what I'm doing. I've been watching so many videos on this. Thank you for letting me know, though. Yes, so this is a decent tub. Okay, we're trying to figure out. Hold on. Let's see. So if we did this tub, it's a tiny tub. Pretty tiny tub. I didn't measure my tub, so I don't know how long my tub is now. But I'm not trying to have a 6-foot bathroom. Okay, Mama Shiver, you missed the beginning of me talking. We are planning everything out, so just go with the flow here. Don't question me too much. But no, we are going with, guys, that's my mom, by the way. You know moms. They are so involved in your life. So we're going with a tub shower. That would be ideal. We could do just the basic stand-up shower with like this, you know, the square to stand-up showers. We could do that if I want to forego the tub. But no, my bathroom, so I'm writing this down, guys. My bathroom for the tiny home, ideally 4 by 4 feet, maybe, by, I don't even know if we could do 4 feet, maybe by 4 feet. Because right now my bathroom is 6 feet long by 4.5 feet wide. So I'm just taking those measurements and I'm making it smaller. I think I could easily fit 4 by 4 in my moving vehicle. Yes. And what size am I getting? We don't know yet. We're just estimating for 23 feet long to 25 feet long. That's where we're estimating, and that's going to give us about 120 square feet to play with. Like 15 to 20 feet of that is going to be like our space. So we're just getting estimates on all this stuff. Josh is probably gonna, Josh knows I'm super serious about this, but he might also think I'm slightly crazy. But I've been talking about this since the day I met him, so he has to either be on board or I'm traveling without him. But ideally we would want to get our own home, our own residential home. You need a house address for a lot of things. And then we could just travel in our tiny house. Instead of having to buy a hotel, we could just use our tiny home as our home. Kind of like how people have RVs when they go places. That's the goal here. So we have this tub. It looks like a decent tub. Let's look at sinks. I want to look at sinks. So let's say if we did a cheap tub, we're paying cheap tub and shower. Man, we're paying $770 to $800. You crazy, JK. I know. Everyone says that when I talk about going tiny. People don't believe me when I say I really want to go tiny. We need sink. vanity. Sink vanity, sure. For that, we would just need something tiny. Tiny sink vanity. Those are even more inexpensive. I love it. Oh no, that's cute. Of course, that's like one of the most expensive ones. I'm good and being entertained by Haley's idea of living in a tiny vehicle. I'm glad you're excited for me, Chica. Okay, we could do width. What's the width that we want? Let's see what the smallest width is that they have and what it looks like. Oh my gosh, that would be perfect for going tiny. Look, oh, it's $490. What in the fudgesicles? Using my teacher terms. That's so expensive. But look at how like tiny and like, ooh, backed up it is. Mom, we would be streaming on the bus. I've already thought this all in my head. So yes, we are avid streamers, JP and I. He's streaming right now if you want to check out his channel. But we're going to do streams on the bus as well. Why are they so expensive? I could get something definitely cheaper. I could even make just a cabinet. I could make a simple cabinet that I already have and then just put like a sink bowl on top or like a bowl on top and make it into a sink. That would be probably so much easier than whatever this is. Okay, why are these so expensive? Here, let's go to price. Let's see what their cheapest price is. Maybe that's what we need to do, pricing. Your girl is shopping on a budget. You know I love to shop on a budget. You know that. You know. Okay, so this is cute and tiny. All you need, cute and tiny. And it's, oh, this one is 18-inch single bathroom vanity with white cultured marble top. This one is just a white sink vanity with cultural. Okay, this one's cheaper. It has 4 stars. Is that the cheapest option? Oh, that might be. I could go with the double doors for more cabinet space. Same price. Or I could just do the singular. Let's look at this. Yes, yes, yes. Good point. See, anyone who's considering this like me, definitely read the chat. This will help you figure out if you can even go tiny. Okay, so they got, what's that side door for? They don't have those in the sketch. Okay, I would love to see how big the inside space is, but they didn't show us that. Or are they going to show us that? Okay, so it looks like they are showing us that right now. Okay. So that's the amount of space you'd be getting if you want just a single door. A lot of space. You could put, you know, like back in high school, maybe some of you guys are still in high school, locker room doors, and you had the, what did you call those shelves that you hung on there so you could put stuff under and on top? You could do that for this. That's what I would do. And then easily hanging stuff on the side. If you get one of those command stickies and that has the hook, you can hang stuff on the side there. I have a colleague who tried living in her tiny bus that she converted. It was very cute, but she had to sell it because the internet service was crap. Yes, you would have to get some good internet, but from everyone that I've watched, and I've watched the pros and the cons of tiny living. I do like this though. Okay, I've watched the pros and the cons of tiny living. Everyone that I've watched, they haven't mentioned anything about that, but, and they're also YouTubers, so they need good internet to upload their YouTube videos. So I think it depends on who you are and how much you're willing to spend. I mean, they might be spending something extra for internet. I don't know. And this is an 18-inch single sink for $75. Let's just do $76. Let's not make it difficult. $76, guys. Okay, now we need a tub. Tiny house needs a tub. No, we already did the tub, sorry. Tiny house needs a toilet. Toilet chair. What is toilet comfort height? I would love to know what that stands for. Let's just type in toilets. I really don't care. I'm sitting on it. I would... Do they have composting toilets? Oh, they do. Oh, damn. Composting toilets are kind of expensive. Should we do composting toilet? Let's Google, guys. This is where we Google composting toilet versus regular toilet in time. Hold on. This website intrigued me. It might be for exactly what we're looking for. Just put adult diapers on. Kristen, you know what? I really should. Or I would just pee in nature. I don't know how Josh would feel about that, but I think I'm a little too young. RV toilets. These types of toilets are most similar to the ones you'd use in a traditional home, both in appearance and function, although significantly less water is required than for a standard home toilet. Okay, RV toilets are permanently installed and they need to be connected to a fresh water tank and a black water holding tank. When you are done using this toilet, there's typically it's quite similar to using a house toilet. They look sleek, classy, and there's no smell. Oh my gosh, no smell. Con, you have to deal with emptying the black tank, which means visiting a dump station where you may have to pay or wait in line. Black water tank emptying is not for the squirmish, as you can imagine what comes out. Ooh. Lots of water, plunging, and other things. Okay. Cassette toilets are also permanently installed, but they have a removable and portable black water holding tank. These tanks are much smaller than regular RV toilets, 4 to 5 gallons, 8 pounds. Many of the black water tanks for household toilets have wheels and an extendable handle. Okay, what's the pros? Holding tank can be dumped in public toilets since they are removable and portable, so you don't have to go to a dump station. Waste is flushed away and there's no smell. You will be lugging around 40 pounds. Okay. Composting toilets. Composting toilets are generally removable and are not plumbed at all. Some, like the popular Nature Head and Airhead composting toilets. Those were expensive though. The composting toilets. What are both waste compost can be used to fertilize non-food plants and is not considered a biohazard since blank is sterilized and once the solid waste has been broken down. Okay, whatever. Pros: there are no black water tanks to empty and no water is used with this type of toilet. It doesn't smell when it's used and requires little maintenance. Okay. Often it's used. You will need to purchase composing material like coke, what I've researched. Bucket toilet. Ooh. These are people just doing it in a bucket. Oh, some schoolie owners opt out with no toilet at all. If you plan to go always at a campground or RV park with bathrooms, this won't be an issue. Definitely need a toilet. There is no toilet related expense. Some opt to frame out a bathroom with a door. Others simply hide the toilet in a cabinet under a couch. I've seen people hide the toilets in a cabinet or under their couch. Gross. To me, that's gross. I want my own little like bathroom, even if it's like tiny. Putting your toilet under the couch would be nasty in my opinion, guys. I don't know if you guys feel the same. Okay. An interior shower is set up just like a shower in a house, except that the water that drains out of the shower goes to a gray water tank, which then must be emptied periodically. Additionally, unless you've raised the roof on your bus, chances are the shower head will not be situated above your head unless you are quite short. I'm 5'4". So some owners with 40-foot buses have enough space to make a separate shower stall inside their bathroom for several hours after each shower. Private contained showers can be used anytime. Requires a lot of water and more plumbing than other shower options. Mold and water leakage can be an issue, especially requires a roof raised to be a comfortable height. You will need a water heater and sizable gray water tank. Okay. Exterior showers. Guys, we're learning. There are several different ways to have an exterior shower on a bus. You might have a plumb line. Do I want to take a shower outside? No. No shower. Some people just do no shower and they shower at, say, like $10 to go into a gym and use their shower. Okay. This is what we need, guys. Plumbing options. If you're deciding to go tiny like I am, let's look at our plumbing options. Installing the plumbing in a schoolie, which here, let me show you guys, if you guys don't know what a schoolie is, since they're referencing that a ton, I just typed in schoolie, so I don't know what all is going to pop up. Hopefully it's all appropriate, but while that's loading, I can show you guys what a schoolie is. It's a type of bus. Okay. PEX pipes are made from polyethylene and they're flexible to super choice to say. DIY plumbing. Who's DIYing their plumbing? Obviously, most schoolie plumbing is DIY, but for our purposes, this category includes plumbing that is cobbed together for various pieces and not parts of cohesive systems like PEX. For instance, the popular Surflow water pump has an optional pump silencing kit that includes 2 high-pressure hoses to install between the pump and other plumbing elements to reduce noise and vibration. Most faucets also come with cold hot water lines. Hardware stores sell any kind of plumbing system that can fill in the gaps. Does not require intense plumbing, if I do it that way. Anything at all. Instead go... Okay, I don't know. So this person's going to talk about her experience. My boyfriend and I spent a lot of time watching YouTube videos, Instagram accounts, and other stuff, and debating the importance of various aspects. In the end, here's what we came up with. Nature's head composing toilet in a stall. We absolutely did not want a black water tank, but we definitely wanted a toilet on board. After a lot of research and reading hundreds of reviews, we decided to go with the Naturehead Composting Toilet despite the nearly $1,000 price tag. The separation of liquid and solid was a huge seller point for us, as we couldn't be happier with the toilet after over a year of using it. Josh is gonna think this is so gross. Toilet. We built out. Guest over. We put it in a small trash can that is screwed to, as we want to be comfortable in there. Plus, the toilet requires cranking after using the solid portion, so we're a bit more generous with the width. Okay. Using they use the Cocoa Quarry. Let's type that down, guys. I don't even know how to say that. Cocoa Core. Cocoa Quarry. Well, for them. We purchased on Amazon. Okay. So she loves her Nature's Head toilet. Guys, what the fuck? She loves her Nature's. Okay. Sink outdoor shower combo. No. Okay. Okay, so let's go. Okay, we looked that up. Cannot be reached. I'm having internet connections, am I? Okay, let's leave that alone. Where were we? Okay, let's see if they have, do they have the, we need to find, yeah, because I can see. Can you guys see me? Okay, we need the Nature Head Composing. It's just singing. Doesn't like how I typed, because I typed that wrong. But my internet is a little wonky at the moment, of course. But here's what I have drawn out so far. So this is what I have drawn out so far. That's gonna measure the square feet that we're working with. So let's just figure out this design. Okay, it looks like my computer wants to take its time. That's fine, whatever. Let's go back to here. And I'm gonna turn you guys away from me. I'm like, hi. Oh, it's so good to see you. Oh my gosh. My computer is getting stuck. Yes, you keep freezing? Oh my gosh. I think I'm having internet issues. I'm not gonna lie. But let's figure out the design of my little tiny house. So here is the tiny house. This is what we're dealing with. Let me get some good light. So this is what we're working with right here. I figured we could use this as just a little sketch. Now can you see it? Okay. So many issues. Well, I need light or else you won't be able to see it at all. Let me see if I have a thicker pen. Oh, I do. Okay. We're going to use this black, so you guys can see better. So here's black. So this is the tiny house, and then you think about like the front portion. This is the like whatever. Okay, we're just gonna lightly color that in. That's the door. Wow. This is the seat. Door, seat. Okay. Now, depending on what kind of bus you go for, you might have 2 seats, you might have 1 seat. I'm really only gonna have 1 seat if I do this. If I go with, depending on what bus I go with, I'd ideally just want 1 seat up here, not 2. And then most buses come with cabinets up here as well. So you walk in, we have, I would probably do the, this side of my pen doesn't work. Okay, I would probably go with the, okay, 23 by 25 foot tiny house. Because right now it's just moving. Here, if I can put that right there, maybe. So yeah, that's what it looks like. Are you guys still able to see me? I know my internet's being a little wonky at the moment. So that's currently, 23 by 25 foot tiny house. How would we decorate this? Good question. Let's get some inspo. Okay. Let's get some inspo. If the internet works. If the internet's not working, we're just going to go right in and decorate it without inspo. I could also use my phone though. But I want you guys to come along with me if possible. Okay, so tiny, not tender, tiny bus interior. Here, let me log on so I can see what everyone's chatting about also, guys, while I'm doing this. Okay, so we need time. What does Josh say? He's talking about me, I hear him. So tiny house, I kind of like this. Okay, so this is really cute. Let's click on this picture, see if we can get full screen of this photo. We are a family of 5 living in a self-converted school bus. Wow. Okay, let's get some pictures of how they're living. A family of 5. The one of the families I watched, they're a family of 6, and their house, their school bus renovation is beautiful. So, I mean, if anyone can do it, anyone can do it, you know? Oh, shoot. So they have those little, oh, that would be terrible. I've seen those before in like RVs and stuff, but I could not imagine like forcing my kid. Like, talk about claustrophobic. I mean, not that I am claustrophobic. Okay, so that's kind of like what I'm talking about. So there's the bus front, so that's where driver's side, and then you just walk in. There's not another seat over here. Just walk in right into the living room. I would do, if anything, I would do living room, kitchen area, bathroom, and then bedroom. I would separate it that way. That's just my opinion. Some people do kitchen, living room, bathroom, then bedroom. So let's go back to my little picture that I drew. Okay, guys, let's do this. So I'm feeling inspired. Feeling inspired. So this is my door. Everyone's going to be walking in this way to get into the living room. So we want to make this multifunctional. Josh works from home, and depending upon where we're going, he might need to work from home or he might want to stream. I don't know. You know, I'm trying to think of everyone here who is involved in this situation. So ideally, I would put the couch behind the seat. So ideally, this is where I would put a couch. Hello, couch. This is gonna be just an ugly, rough drawing, and we could do a pull-out couch or a love seat. Let's do probably, if I can even write on this way. It's hard to write when this thing is standing up. Okay, we got pull-out couch. Huh. Pull-out couch. That's what I wrote on there. Pull-out couch. Hi. Okay. Got our pull-out couch. Since our couch is on that side, I want my kitchen to be on the other side, ideally. Or we could do it all on one side, but I think it would look best. So there's my couch. My kitchen, I'm going to leave a little bit of space maybe for like a TV stand right there. Let's do my kitchen on this side. And then we set our kitchen 2, 4, 6 is 6 feet. Couch, no clue. Didn't measure my couch. So 6 feet for the kitchen. Okay. Then we have bathroom. Hello, bathroom. So bathroom could be on the couch side or the kitchen side. What would look best? I think bathroom will look best on the couch side. So this is the bathroom. Well, we should label this kitchen. BR for bathroom. That's how we're labeling things now, guys. Bathroom. So we have my here's the door to the bathroom right here. Door. We have my soaker tub. We have toilets. And we have our sink. In the bathroom, we said 4 by 4. Guys. Okay. Now we have all this space. We need a closet, so let's put a closet over here. So let's do closet. How wide do we want the closet? That's a great question. How wide would I want my closet to be? Probably, let me see how wide my desk is. My desk is 3 feet wide. Oh shit. almost, okay, so if we did 2 feet wide for my closet, we'd probably have to do 3 or 4 feet wide. Long, I guess, whatever you call it. Okay. Let's do 3 feet. Okay, there's 3 feet wide. And then we have our bed, which here we go. Let's make it look like a bed. And we said our bed was, how big was my bed? Can't remember. It was 4 feet by 6 feet. Okay, 4 W by 6 L feet. Okay, there we go. Guys, wow! Look at that fun sketch of my tiny home. You guys feel inspired? Now, we'd have to put a TV here. We can't forget about the TV. Now, we could also hang the TV up here. But I think I'd want to put the TV right here. TV. And then here's some windows. Okay, look at that. Awesome. So we have that. You know, maybe we just use it for traveling purposes and we don't even need all this extra tub stuff. I don't know. But so that's the cutout. Let's see how much to actually decorate that layout would look like. So now we're going back to the internet, which is finally working. Thank golly. So we have our little, let's add, well, first of all, let's see. So we have our tub, which is, so we have 4. We need to look at the length. So we have 6, 12, okay, 6, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20. Okay, so we're just under 23. OMG, I fell asleep. Well, you just missed me drawing out our tiny house on wheels. But we're just under 23 feet for the measurements that I did. So now let's look up some materials. How much is that going to cost? Because you have this tiny house and we already looked up composting, plumbing. We looked up that. Boring stuff, but it's necessary to have, yes. Now, how are we going to decorate? Let's look up some fun decorating type stuff for our tiny home. But welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, so we were shopping at Lowe's. Lowes.com. I think they had some good prices, so let's do cabinets. Kitchen counters. Let's see how much their kitchen counters are going for at Lowe's. We need the full thing here. What do we call that? Countertop, kitchen, cabinets. Cabinets. If I could type cabinets. I could not type. Oh my gosh. Kitchen cabinetry. Yes. Oh my gosh. We need a fridge. We need to make room. Guys, let's go back to our picture. We need to make room for that fridge. Put it next to the I would put it next to the closet. And I want a normal sized fridge. I don't want a mini fridge. I know a lot of people are doing mini fridges nowadays for tiny homes. Nope. Not me. Not at all. So Let's see what they have in stock. I think I would just do, they have blue cabinets. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, let's look at the blue cabinet. Let's fly. I hope you had a good nap though, Rainbow. Did you have a good nap? Let's fly. Here's this cabinet. It's a cabinet base. I gotta itch my ear. Sorry, guys. Okay, so this is the cabinet base. How much is this? Though I'm just trying to click on it. Oh, I don't get to click on that one specifically. Let's see what their price point is that they're asking for a cabinet. The lowest price, which for this little cabinet drawer, it's $178. Bitch, please. Okay, so I could get a cabinet like this. I like the blue. I think I would go with a more navy, not so dark. I mean, this is navy blue, obviously, but maybe it's just dark because there's not good lighting. This is a 2-star review. Why? Why? When you spend this much money, came damaged, but no damage to the box. We can't see it when we put actives on cotton. It takes long to replace. Oh no. Oh no, the corner was cracked. So whoever's delivering these are messing with them. What is the tiny house for? For traveling purposes. I want a tiny house on wheels, so when Josh and I travel around the world together, we can take have a place to like stay instead of having to rent a hotel and worry about where we're gonna be staying. You know, getting a tiny house on wheels, we could basically stay wherever, whether that be a campsite or be a RV site, or if we just stay in the parking lot somewhere, like, or finding somewhere with a good view. Like, campsite is most ideal, but that's the point of tiny living, is so when we go traveling, we can always have a place to stay, and we wake up to like maybe staying on the water, wake up to a good view that way. I don't think he realizes how serious I am about this, but ever since I met him, I've always talked about tiny living and how much I've wanted to do it. Now, some people do this for their everyday life, which I've also considered, but I know that's not realistic with Josh and I and kind of our lifestyle. That's not the most realistic idea. Okay, let's see. Let's go back to the base. How do I get out of this color? Okay. I think the color is what's making it so expensive. I could easily just paint it the color I need. Oh yeah, because these are so much cheaper. So, loading. See, now that's kind of what I'm thinking of. So, what in the heck? Everything is flying, guys. I literally am sitting here and everything's falling down. Okay. So, our cabinet now that we have in the kitchen is just a 1-drawer cabinet. I don't know if they have that on here. Let's see if they do. I'm trying to figure out how I want to sit. I want to be comfortable. They have like a single drawer cabinet, not with the 2 drawers. Oh, there they are. This is what we have currently. So, if anything, I would get... Yes, everything fell down, and of course it knocked over my fake nails. So those are all over the floor right now. I don't know what happened. I was just sitting here and all of a sudden, everything started tumbling down. Thankfully, my computer is still with us. Okay, so to get one of these cabinets, here, let's view the video of it. But I was saying if I got 2 of these, because they're 2 feet something inches, and then I got a sink, which is another. So if I got 3 of these, put a sink in one of them, and then that would be 6 feet something inches. Affordable styles. I would love to do, though, if I could, I would love to create an island, kind of like a curve. So right now we have this. I would love to curve it out a little bit to create kind of like an edge. So it'd be like a seating table. Work table, whatever needs to be done, I guess. Oh, you're so exciting. Okay, so that one, so let's just write down for that one. Okay. So kitchen, cabinet, 100, okay, 99. I don't know why I just don't write 200 each, 200, and then we'd have to do times 3 for that. And then I also think it would be cool if we can do like, let's see if they have the edge piece. I did see, though, the other day on Marketplace, someone was selling cabinets for free. So that's another way of like kind of getting a free cabinet or getting a cheap cabinet. This is what I was looking at in the first place. Why the heck did it not show me this earlier? I could just do something like this. It's cheaper. And it's finished oak, and I could just paint it. Wow. Okay, let's look at the picture. Why am I hearing noises? Ugh. Don't you love it? Okay, can I not scroll down? Hello. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to scroll down so I can really visualize. I mean, because ideally the sink would have to be right here. Sink. Okay. Or let's do, or the, I'm going to say, or we can do, okay, so we'll write that down, guys. Guys, we're planning out my life, my future events. This is so exciting. I've been binge watching Tiny House Living for the past week, which I haven't done in a while, so this is pretty exciting. Flooring. I would do laminate flooring. It's gonna be cheaper, and it'll look just as good. If I did laminate flooring, I would want to go with a nice light laminate. I kind of like that one. Classic oak. Too dark. Since we're doing a tiny living situation, definitely the lighter the better. It won't close off your space. Okay, this one's cheaper and I like it more. When I saw you there, sitting all alone. Ooh. I don't want to scroll to the next page because I really like this one. Okay. I think this one's cute. They're calling this, what are they calling this? Okay, so floors. Hello, welcome to the stream. Glad that you're here. Thanks for hopping in. How are you doing today? Floors, we are doing... That's not bad for flooring. That's pretty cheap for a square foot. And so, I asked you how you were doing. You having a good day? Hopefully you are. Yeah. I mean, going tiny isn't for everyone. I get that completely. I wanted to do tiny living for many, many years before it even became a trend or before it became popular. So yes, it's not for everyone, but it's definitely something I'm going to pursue in the future. Definitely waiting for the right time in my part, since I do currently live in a house. You know, and I'd have to downsize a lot, but I like these floors. Aren't they really nice? Okay, what floors are these? Okay, we should write the floors down. Calabash oak. But yeah, I like tiny houses too. Yeah, I've always watched, you know, the TV show about it and, you know, YouTubers. Look at how nice that looks. I love it. And so, yeah, they do kind of give off this perception of what... Okay, I don't want to watch that video. Of kind of what tiny house living looks like. But I think, you know, even for the ones, most of them are honest. Some people say, oh, I can't do it anymore, so they go back to living, you know, their normal house lifestyle. But I think a lot of them are genuinely happy with their lifestyle. I mean, and the fact that, like, on a tiny house on wheels, you can, depending on your job, you can travel the world. And most of these people, their job is YouTube, streaming, or, like, you know, or even just computer, like doing stuff where you remotely, where you don't have to necessarily, you know, live in a specific area. So that's what always intrigued me about going tiny is, so my boyfriend Josh, he works remote, so he could live anywhere with his job, and then I could live anywhere with, you know, I have 3 jobs. I could live anywhere with one of my 3 jobs. So it's just a vibe. It's a vibe, and I want to travel the world. I want to travel the world, and I want to be able to have a place where if I do go somewhere, I have a home. You know, I can travel in my tiny bus, you know, camp out in there, so I don't have to rent a hotel, and, you know, I get to see these beautiful sights. I don't know, it's just always been something I want to do personally. So that's why we're making the sketch out now. We made my floor plan, which is not up to par. I'm not a blueprint designer. I am an artist, but not a blueprint designer. But that's my floor plan for when I go tiny. So my kitchen, my TV, my couch, my tub, and whatnot, and then my bed. Isn't that crazy? Crazy. And I've already written down a ton of prices for everything that I would want in tiny living. Okay, we need backsplash for kitchen. I like the stick and peel. Have you guys ever used stick and peel? It's one of my favorite things to do. I think if I were to go tiny, I'd probably just use stick and peel. Let me see if they have stick and peel. And it's also renter friendly if you are renting. Do a 3D SketchUp. I should, shouldn't I? I will have to. I just did the most basic, like, I can't draw SketchUp possible. I'll have to do a 3D. I actually made a tiny house on Sims. So since you're new to my channel, you probably have not seen it. I made it months ago. I made my tiny house on Sims. I'll have to do that again for you guys. I think that would be really fun. Although I can't necessarily make a bus on Sims, I can make the layout of the bus. That would be so much fun. So I'll have to do that. Okay, I think are these? Yeah, these are the peel and stick. I would just go with like your basic subway tile. That's all I would really do is like your basic subway tile. This is so inexpensive. It's $9. But let's see how fake it looks. That's the only problem. I don't want it to look like super cheap and fake. Oh my gosh. Isn't that cute? That's adorable. Okay. That's what we have in our shower actually right now where I live. I have that in my shower. That's funny. I really like that though for like a backsplash or even a bathroom. Okay. Backsplash. We're calling that the white stone. Brick subway. And it's only $9. Well, 10. But let's see. 10 for 12. How many comes with it though? Shoot. Probably not a ton. How much square feet do I? So if I'm doing this as backsplash for my kitchen, I would want it just like, I'd be paying $69 if I did 6 feet of backsplash. Okay. But I would say maybe like even less. Let's do like 5. How much is 5? Hello. Okay, let's just say the total is $60. Whatever. I'm not giving actual estimates, but I wonder if they have, I didn't even look to see if on Google, do they actually have a 3D bus tiny home? Let's see if they have like a 3D floor plan of one. Okay, so Schoolie is super popular for a tiny home. Let's click on that. For some of you guys who don't know, Design your own schoolie floor plan. What? How do I do that? Can I do it on this website? Okay, this bus interior is 31 feet long. Okay, so I said ideally I would want 23 to 25 feet long. So this would be like almost perfect size. So this is what they kind of did. They have their bathroom right there. That's a weird tub. I haven't seen that tub before. Driver. I mean, it's not a bad setup at all. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what that is. Their closet in the master bedroom, I guess. Okay. I like this setup. Not my favorite colors, but it works. And so I already thought about this. So I cook. I love cooking, so I wanted a decent sized space for cooking, but nothing too big. And I would bring out that and make it more of like kind of a bar. I've seen it before. Let me see if I can find a video of what I'm referring to. Polo G, hello. Bar, tiny bus, home. Let me see. I don't know if they'll have the video I'm thinking of. I don't even remember what video it is. But one of the videos I saw had like a bar area, and it was really fun. When I saw you there, sitting all alone. I could also renovate an RV. I've thought about that too, so I might actually do an RV rather than a bus. So let's look at the RV, because that actually looked really pretty. We'll click on that video. Maybe we'll do an RV instead.
Hey guys, this is Daniel.
I'm Alicia.
And this is our art.
For about 6 months to renovate, and we're happy to show y'all.
Students, we're both 20.
We've been living here for about 4 months. Took us about 6 months to renovate. And
That's not
we're happy
bad.
to show y'all.
Okay, so they're students. I wonder, some people are honest about how much they pay.
This is our day bed. We wanted to do a day bed instead of a couch because my sister comes here and we wanted to have a place for her to be able to sleep comfortably, or anyone who comes over, his brother. A lot of them helped us with the RV and they want to be a part of it too, so they come and stay here sometimes. Lots of pillows. We have tons of water bottles, extra bags and stuff like that. All of our curtains are actually made out of bamboo rod section, and so it's super inexpensive. Here is done. We're here. We have dinner here, breakfast here, lunch here, and then back here I just have another little space you can get
Okay.
like that. So I made a little coffee hammock out of our Keurigs. We have a coffee machine. I got this from Hobby. Daniel reads a ton of. We got engaged, so we just cleaned stuff. It's kind of like an extended pantry, stuff like that. It's actually pretty. Yeah, all of our food.
Pantry.
Here we keep all of our dishes, and it fits.
Gotta love that. Pantry is so important.
Keep tea stuff, extra. Whenever we're small kitchen, before we ripped out a ton of cabinetry, it came out to about here, and it was just a ton of wasted space, and we hated how it looked. It looked so clumpy. So we took it out and we put open shelving, which is kind of controversial in an RV, but we stay pretty stationary since we're in college, so we would much rather have the open shelving. And then originally the cabinets only or the countertop only came out to here, and Daniel actually extended it to here. And we have some bar stools right here we sometimes use.
Cute doggy.
Think, throw them up. This brings more life into mountain. Go right. Keep all of our silverware right here. It's really nice, and it just adds more texture. It's actually an IKEA chopping board, and it comes off here, and I move it over here to the sink, and it adds more counter space. Here, our refrigerator, these actually come out, so whenever we were renovating the RV, we realized that this just pops off, and these little panels come out, and it makes it a lot easier to paint them. Up here we keep another plant. It was blue. I want everything to be from Amp.
Okay, I don't want to hear them talk. I just wanted to show you guys kind of what it looks like.
Kitchen area, we just ripped out cabinets and everything. Over here we had a mold issue, and we didn't know what to look for mold when we first bought it because this was our first time buying. So we figured out a lot later. The water actually came over on the front part, and it came along the back. So as you can see, all that wooding is obviously not original. That's what we all changed. The cabinets came out pretty high. We had a big cabinet over top. The only thing we really kept original was that little cubby hole. The reason why is that's where we charge all of our phones and, you know, reading the book.
I like the cubby hole though.
Whatever it is,
That would be really convenient to have
you're good to go.
in a
So
tiny house.
we stuck with the queen short. Neither one of me and Alicia are very tall, so it wasn't a big issue keeping the regular one. And we actually rebuilt the bed frame. That was messed up as well. And we're also using it for a bunch of little storage. So we can. For this side, we opted for an open closet. So what we did, this is actually kind of difficult low-key to find. Just because we didn't have a whole lot of space both ways. I think we found this on Amazon. I think it was like 50-something bucks. Second option was the fan. I have to sleep with a fan, and it sits next to the barn door. Just, you know, moves up and sideways. The old one that was here before it was the original RV looking type of, felt like as you in the room, so I opted for the closet in the bathroom. This is actually original. For some reason we had a bunch of, we made it white. This second one, these are pretty big. They come the way that goes. Camper, you're able to just throw your clothes in there when you're done with the coming up.
I would love if I do get an RV to get a washer, dryer, combined. That would be really fun.
And we stuck it on there for space. We all in an RV, but there's a lot of things that change. And one thing that we had was we had the original toilet. So one morning we woke up and our little foot pedal came off. And we had about 1 inch of water in here, and it was actually going out, flooding outside, which is kind of crazy. So I actually had to drive around. It took me like a whole day of calling different places and figuring out what kind of different toilet to put in. Yes, we're able to fix that. One thing we did with our flooring, which is super, I'm so glad we did this, is we put luxury vinyl plank on the floor. So whenever we had that flood, I was able to change this. Alicia, all she did was literally unpiece the floor, take out all the pieces, and we could dry the entire wood so we wouldn't have any mold coming up later, and we were able to make sure everything was dry.
Yeah, fancy.
RV for $8,000. We bought it in cash on Facebook Marketplace. We wanted to get it all under 10, which is still a pretty cheap thing, but we ended up spending probably 12, 13 grand on the whole thing. Total.
We did all of it ourselves. We started trying to figure out, okay, can we hire a company to do the mold issue? That was like $4,000. It's like, well, we didn't even spend that much on most of anything, right?
So we got masks and we got gloves and we
Went to work.
we went to work and it was fun.
Very interesting. Okay, guys. How interesting is that? What in the heck?
Thanks for watching. We hope that this inspires y'all. We do post on Instagram.
Aw. How adorable are they? Okay, guys, that was something else. How fun is that? Thank you for that follow, though, by the way. I forgot to mention that earlier. Thank you so much for that follow. Appreciate you so much for hitting that button. I stream every single day. I'm going to have to do a Sims. Now that you've said that, I'm going to have to do a Sims 3D, like, tour. You know, that sounds like so much fun. I'll put that, I'm going to write that down so I can remember to do Sims 3D tiny house tour. Or build. I'll do build. Because the one that I made isn't accurate to what I would do for my new tiny house. And so when I first got into tiny house living and really cared about it, I thought it would be fun to do the whole tiny house on a, what do they call those? On the moving, why can't I think of what those are called? The moving barriers, but now I think going with an RV, so let's Google RVs. RV might be our best bet. RV for sale. Guys, oh my gosh, okay. RVuniverse.com. Now the question is, what kind of RV do I want? That's a great question. Oh my gosh, there's so many types of RVs. So many types of RVs, guys. Let's go through the RVs together. I want one that I can drive myself. Class A motorhome. Let's see what this looks like. This is 45 feet long. What in the heck? This is only... Wait, did I read this correctly? $1,350,000. I can't afford that. I just want like... Damn. They found their RV for under $8,000. Okay. Can I like not find a cheap RV? Okay, let me go to a different website. Here. Used RVs for sale. Let's look at that. I'm not paying $1 million for an RV. No. Mm-mm. Okay, so what kind of RV do I want? Do I want a Class A? Class A looks like they're a little bit pricier. Do I want a Class C? I don't know. What does a Class C entail? Let's look at what a Class C entails. I can't remember. I watched a video so many years ago about all of this jazz. What else are they offering? First we should do RV types. Because I don't even know what I'm looking for, let's be honest. I would love an RV though. That's anything RV, bus, whatever I can find that I think is RV, names of different RV types. Sure. anything, honestly, anything that's worth my time. I was hoping they would give me like model types. I'm trying to understand. Let's go to the all section instead and see what we can find. The right RV model for you. Okay. Expandable trailer, 18 to 16 feet. That costs anywhere from $12,000 to $16,000. For one that's 21 to 40 feet. Oh my gosh. Okay, I really just want... Dang. Okay, that one I'd have to have a car with. So we're looking at... These are so expensive. Class C is probably the cheapest, like the best option. I wonder what... They didn't say what theirs was, did they? What is going on? Weird shit going on outside, the wind. Okay. Here we go. This looks informative. No, we don't care. They look so tiny.
Now they could range from about 17 feet to 23 or 24 foot long.
Oh.
But no matter how big or small they are, they always still typically look like a van for the most part. Because these are essentially a built van, they come on lots of chassis. Honestly, if you can think about a van that is made to haul something around,
If it's 24 feet long, that's fine, but...
From short Mercedes with four-wheel drive all the way to dual rear tires on a Ford chassis. One thing I do want to mention about Class Bs are the majority of them have wet fast because, well, they're on the small side and there's only so much room in them. Since we've shown you the largest and the smallest of the drivable RVs, now let's talk about the one that's right in the middle, the Class C.
That's the one I would think I would want.
A Class A because it has that box behind the chassis,
oversized Class B, but just know that technically it's a Class C due to the box frame behind the chassis.
We're learning.
The same applies to the Super C, which is on the large side of the Class C family. Some of them even have semi-front ends, which means they're actually closer size-wise.
I think I would want a class.
Version helps you visualize with a bumper bowl variety, and honestly, variety is what you get.
Let's go to Facebook, everyone. Is anyone selling an RV? I'm just gonna look for shits and giggles. I'm not ready to buy an RV yet. No, I'm not. But tell me more. Tell me more. Marketplace. Okay, let's change location to, I don't know if anyone's selling an RV right now. Camper. Let's see. No one's selling one. I don't want to create a listing. I just wanted to see if anyone was selling one. Okay. It wants me to go to these websites that are not what I'm looking for. Let's be honest. I don't want premier RVs. I just want a used one. Can I not just get like a used RV where I don't have to pay a ton of money? Okay, so we learned what the diesel pusher Class A means. That's actually not bad though. 26,000? Not bad. Here's a tiny house. Oh my gosh, I've been obsessed with these two my whole life. Tiny house on wheels. This is also what I was referring to when I said tiny house earlier. Okay. Tell me more, tell me more. Da, 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 da. Fifth wheel. They have a little fireplace. How adorbs. Okay, no, though, because I need to be able to drive it. You guys get what I'm saying? I have to be able to drive it. But I definitely think a Class C would be perfect for driving capability and for space even. $24-foot. This is only 14,000. Okay. And it definitely needs some updating. It's pretty ugly. Is that a bed? Now that's convenient. They put a bed up there. Now I'm hoping that's not where they sleep. But they have a tub! And the toilet and That's cute. Okay, that's like ideal. The size 24 feet, and what you get about 16 feet of that for a square foot. This one's only 4,000. Oh my gosh! Now we're getting to the price that I'm looking for here. Under 10,000. Like that couple said, they didn't want to pay a shit ton. Well, neither do I, honey. There must be a reason it's so cheap, though. Looks like that bed is falling apart. Honestly, if I got something like this, I would remove these beds because I just think they're ridiculous. For someone like me who doesn't have kids, like, why would I? Okay, that's not all the pictures they're gonna show us. Whoever took these photos did a terrible job. Terrible pictures. This is a Class A motorhome for sale. Jasper thinks he's a Christmas present. I'll have to look at that real quick. Give me one sec, Chica. Topeka, Kansas. Oh my gosh, I know where that is. This is actually a really nice mobile home. Look, it has the side sink. Okay. I mean, this part got a little blurry, so I can't even really tell what's happening here, but it looks nice. I wish they showed the bathroom, though. Like, where the fuck is the... Oh. That's all they showed for the bathroom. Oh, no, there it is. Needs some updating. Like, it's ugly, but how cute is that? It's in fair condition. 3,000... What? 32 foot. Ideally, I would want something like that. That would be a good option. And honestly, I like the new RV looks, but they're not my favorite. And I think people spend way too much for the new RV look, where I would just do my own thing with it, honestly. Especially if I'm gonna live in it. That looks bad. Like, bad. Ooh. This would need some love, but it's workable. It's workable for sure. It has a lot of space. How big is this? This is huge. That looks huge for an RV. Oh my gosh. Guys. It's a Class A. 8-cylinder. It's in good condition. I don't even know where you're located. We're just looking for fun at this point. That one's 14,000. Guys, well, this has been fun. Now we kind of got a better insight of what it would be like going tiny, and if we do all the so if I do go with an RV tiny home, then yes, I am going to be paying more for the RV, but I don't have to pay for all that extra, like, stuff as far as stuff. All that bathroom stuff that we were looking at in the beginning. So, I would say anywhere, if I did an RV, it would have to be under 10,000. And I would definitely request I think if I were to fix up an RV, if I could fix an RV up for under 5,000, that would be awesome. Guys, this is just future talk. But thank you guys so much for hopping in and hanging out with me. I'm gonna head out. I'm actually getting kind of tired. So I might head to bed or I might visit Josh. Who knows? But I'll have to do the Sims 3D RV tour eventually. We'll get it sort of figured out. But love you guys. And like I always say, be the change you want to see in the world.